Happy 2020 ending, 2023 ending. Merry Christmas and prosperous, healthy 2024. First off, I just want to thank everyone who has supported this weekly update and um, checks and balance of a podcast. A lot goes into this, and with the assistance of people getting me the correct information, it's kind of opened ears and eyes up to actually what is going on in the city. And, some good, some bad, whatever. Not every town's perfect. But, you know, here we just want to keep everything, as they say, transparent as possible. For those who are kind of left in the dark. So, that being said, the Lower Chelsea bulkhead project, as mentioned, poor craftsmanship, poor engineering, poor supervision, just bad, 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 bad. I mean, there's a lot of hazards on that seawall over there, and it's going to create a major problem. I don't know how this engineer that we have, Numi, whatever his name is, just that's just horrible. Then after yesterday's storm, apparently it kind of didn't do its job a little bit, from what I understand. So we're gonna figure that out at some point. But yeah, not very thrilled with how that bulkhead's going over there in Lower Chelsea, from Annapolis over to Bartram, I believe. What else we got? The Road Diet. Again, you have casinos, casino presidents. You have first responders that don't agree with this. It's not going to work at all. Taking Atlantic Avenue down from 4 lanes to 2 so people can ride their bicycles up and down Atlantic Avenue to where they have the boardwalk already. I mean, to create a pedestrian bike lane, I would Arctic Fairmont Avenues, not Atlantic. It's said that's again, they started it on, I guess, on Main, coming up to Tennessee Avenue. Not going to be good when we do our summer concert series over here, or if any of these casinos have a real big gathering of some sort. The tensions will be very, very, very high. So, thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. So yeah, but just a few things. I don't know. I guess Marty's been really stepping his game up on when to and when not to do dumb things. But as always, every week it's something stupid. And last week we had the federal government in town to oversee the Stanley Home situation that many of us brought to light due to a lot of poor everything, supervision, spending, hiring, firing, whatever. And this mayor decides to take all of the department heads on a tour of the sporting side of Philadelphia. and later going to Del Frisco's for dinner at no cost to the taxpayers. Well, no such thing as a free meal. I'm not saying that the people who went to Del Frisco's did not pay for their own. I'd feel bad if someone didn't want to go there. But the fact that that was the mandatory choice to go to, whatever. But there was a cost to the taxpayers because the department heads got paid to go on a field trip, not be productive at all, for the mayor selfishly to go visit the behind the scenes of the sporting arenas that he so loves to go to, as we see every week. We close City Hall because they had no heat. We close City Hall if someone's got the sniffles. I just feel there's been an excessive amount of days collectively that City Hall was not opening and functioning. And then we go ahead and we do these that I would love someone to tell me how, in a productive manner, visiting the Lincoln Financial or if Wells Fargo Center, even Citizens Bank Park, how that could be very productive on a class trip to the City of Atlantic City's department heads. I would love to know how that betters them, other than Marty selfishly to get a behind the scenes tour look on our dollar, because yes, there is a cost at the end of the day. Don't say, unless you whipped out your Visa or MasterCard and personally paid for the transportation, set up the tour, and you bought dinner, and everyone called and everyone took, I don't even know what word you would use, furlough, I don't know. Everyone suspended their pay for the day to go, what? No, there's a cost. No such thing as a free meal, Marty. Nothing's for free. And then what else? We have this is a class act. This is how you know Marty is in what's that dude's name? Bart Blatstein's pocket. For those who may or may not know, today you were able to go to the water park for $20. We know this because it went over the City of Atlantic City's emergency management tech service that they have. Marty used, and there's the only person that would do this. Can't point the finger at anybody else. Marty used city resources to promote a business. It's never been done for anybody else. Anybody. Except for one of his biggest political donors. That needs to be looked into. How in the hell do you promote a business like that? Listen, that thing's, I'm sorry, I'll be the Debbie Downer. It's going to fail. It can't survive. It won't survive. There's no way in God's creation that thing makes it. It's physically impossible. Financially impossible. Just not happening. But to be ignorant and use city resources to pump business into that location, that's downright dirty business, long and the short of it. So, again, Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office needs to look into misuse of city resources, please. And another thing, with today's press conference on how the departments are doing in city. I get it. Listen, people got jobs and they have lists of things they need to accomplish, and there's goals that the cities need to accomplish. Saving money is always the top one. How do you save and make, or how do you cut taxes and make, and this, that, and the third. But What gets me is that last week we spoke about insurances, and as we all know, um, in the bigger arena, Senator Palestina and County Executive Denny Levinson got into it because of a communication situation. I don't know who, I don't know what, I don't care whose fault it was. But at the end of the day, there was a communication problem between the county and Senator Palestina. I don't know how we got to it getting blown up way out of proportion. Um, but again, the key word is communication. So, and then we get to our insurance situation, come to find out. And the city called for a special meeting on Wednesday. Last I checked, and most other people, if you're a manager or investor or business, your insurance is you're looking at 6 months, 4 months before you're done. I just don't get how you wait to the last minute, call in council, 5 don't show up, which again, the 5 would have been a no vote regardless. So quorum or not, you know, doesn't make a difference. The meeting was for that. Those 5 people, you know, yes, we're going to vote no. So they just saved their time and didn't bother to go. No surprise. I'm sure the small administration knew that was going to happen. But with a city, how do you expect to vote on something like that 2 weeks before the new year when you got to renew? The city administrator is the one who's wrong here, Anthony Swan. Okay? Now, whether you got too much work to do or, you know, you like these Marty field trips and stuff like that, this is something that should have been resolved back in October, not 2 weeks before December, to vote on something. And also, to boot, it was a no bid contract from this company called Fairview that, ironically, is a pretty substantial contributor to Marty's campaign. And this Fairview also handles insurances with the school. So you're essentially playing games with tax money, waiting to the last second to get people to vote on something that could have been done back in October, that should have been done back in October. You call them out, which again, at first I was like, but then it kind of made sense after the fact. Why bother? Let the state go ahead and pick and choose what to be done here. But I just find it very suspicious that a contributor like Fairview to Marty's campaign or Laquetta's school board stuff, you know, that was the one company that wanted to underrate the insurances for the city. I don't know. I just don't. This week's been a big eye opener on how important municipal and county insurance bids actually are. You know, it's eye opening. I didn't not realize it, but it's nuts. I think if you're gonna insure a municipality or a county, you should not be giving anybody a dime. That's either on council or in a mayoral position. That needs to be like untouched out of anything. You know, it's nuts how crazy this is. How you the money that gets put out, the little that gets put out for how much these insurance companies get in return on the back end is nuts. But I think if you're going to insure a municipality or a county, I really don't think that you should be taking money from the people that are running for elected positions. Should be taking money from anybody, to be honest with you. You know, business is business. Either you do or you don't have the best price available. Yeah, happened over COVID. You know, I don't have the cheapest price, but I got my price. You know, and that's something that needs to be looked at, I think, a little more carefully. You know, here in Atlantic City, and I guess other municipalities as well too. That's just absolutely nuts. But yeah. Other than that, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Um, we'll pick this up the Monday. I don't even know when that is. We'll pick this up after the first, the following Monday. So it'll be about 2.5 weeks of stuff we can share with everybody. But again, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And again, enjoy your family, enjoy your health, and we'll see you on the other side.